So I thought it was just going to be an ABS reset to get the ABS to work. However, it seems like it's a bit deeper than that. So as you can see, I've got flashing ABS lights coming on the dash. Now, to do a reset, it's quite simple. Apart from, my ABS button doesn't click. It doesn't do anything. It's really stiff. Hazard lights, clicks. Heater grips, clicks. Nothing. So, I'm going to strip the front of the bike down and see if we can find out what's wrong with the button, and hopefully then we'll be able to do an ABS reset on the bike. Fingers crossed, it works. So the front end's apart and the switch is out, and I know what's wrong with it. So that is the switch, and it is pretty knackered. But what I have noticed is there's no wiring attached to it. So the wiring would go onto that blue plug there. So the wiring goes onto that blue plug there, and it goes onto the bottom of the plug. It's meant to be soldered on there. However, these ones have broken off. So that'd be why the switch doesn't work for one part of it. The next part is inside the actual switch itself. Put it apart. It's pretty knackered in there. It doesn't do anything. There's obviously meant to be a slide inside that moves backwards and forwards to connect and disconnect the circuitry for the switch. Unfortunately, this one is knackered. So it would appear it's missing stuff inside. There's two connectors, tabs, just here. There's meant to be something that actually goes on that. The piece that I've got slides on there. There is a piece in here that goes, I think, across them, but there's nothing that actuates it inside. So I'm going to try and do a manual reset just by bridging the wires, and let's see what happens. So I've got the connector bridged, the diagnostic connector, to an earth, so that's all ready to be reset. And what I've done with the plug is I have put them together. So it is creating a circuit through the plug. Essentially, I believe when I plug this in, it's going to think that the switch is being held, and I believe we hold it for about 10 seconds. So we turn ignition on, hold the switch down, then let go, then ignition off. I might have to do it a few times to completely understand how it works, but if I just get this ready. So ignition on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haha, it's reset it. They're just on. Amazing, right. So now you can see they're flashing together. Before they were alternating, but now they're flashing together, which means that should have fixed the ABS problem. And now what we need to do is ride the bike and see if the fault comes back. If the fault comes back, we've obviously got an issue with a wheel speed sensor. If it doesn't come back, we've nailed it. Nice. Right, let's get the bike back together. So this is the diagnostic plug. You want to pin the middle one out because the seat's off. I've done it to the battery under there. It's got this little blue connector on it. Literally wiring that to the battery negative, and it reset. So it's all back together. What I have done is I've left the plug just sort of underneath, tucked up, so I have the wire that I can put under the seat, because when I plug it in, I can still turn the ABS off. So I just need a new switch. I could wire in my own switch. I'll probably get a genuine one, make it look nicer. I'm not sure how much they are yet. If we turn it on now, no longer faulting. It is literally ready to ride. However, if I plug this connector in, it now turns off the ABS. So the ABS is now disabled as it's supposed to work, just by using basically a bridge wire, which is what the original loom was made of. But I just need a new switch. And then to reset it, we have it flashing again. So hopefully when I ride this bike, it's going to turn the lights off and we're going to have a working ABS on the £400 GS. So unfortunately, the reset alone did not fix it. When you start riding the bike, as soon as you start moving it, you get two solid lights on the dash. So that means it probably isn't successfully doing its self-test when you're pulling away. So I'm hoping we're going to find a problem with the wheel speed sensors in regards to the gapping, or they're dirty. So we're going to take the rear one out now, check the gap on the rear one, and then after that we'll do the front one. Then hopefully take it for another little ride and it'll be fixed. Okay, so we have sensor, comes out there. I'm using a 0.5 gauge here because it's got to be 0.45 to 0.55. So if we have 0.5, we're right in the middle. It does kind of fit. It does go in there. There is a gap there. And if we just lift the wheel up, give it a little spin, test it in another place. It's okay, but we're going to remove it and check that it's clean. So it looks like someone's done their own homemade washer by putting that on the inside. I'd imagine it's gone on the outside, but it would have such a tight gap on that. So this is a 0.55, which is the maximum it can be. And it's still going in there fine. So I would say the air gap there on that wheel is now fine. Let's test the front. So I've already checked the gap on this one, and this one is actually seems like it's okay as well. So just take it off and clean it. Let's give that a little clean. What I do find weird is someone's fitted just normal washers to it. So, took it for a ride after adjusting the air gaps or checking them and cleaning the sensors, and the light stayed on. And then it went off. It stayed on for about 10 miles, and then randomly I noticed the lights weren't on anymore. They weren't flashing, they weren't on, they had turned off. But I also managed to get some footage of the rear wheel ABS system working. So hopefully I never need to use the front ABS system or the ABS system to use it for the front. But I will hopefully manage to get the rear brakes working with the ABS, which is hopefully on camera. So as you've seen, the ABS system lights have gone out, and also the ABS working on the rear, which is absolutely fantastic. It's cost me no money to be able to do that. So just a little bit of time cleaning stuff, putting it back together and figuring out how to do a reset. There we go. It's sorted. So join me next time when we fit some panniers. But don't forget, like, subscribe. See you next time.